Hello and welcome to the training session of today's topic, that is specifically onto e-invoicing in TallyPrime. It's really a highly demanded topic, I must say. Well, before entering to the topic, let me just first introduce what is Rajlaxmi Solutions Pvt Ltd and what we do exactly. And along with that, let me just look for the speakers here. And so the speakers are Mrs. Sampada and Mr. Bhagwati. So Mrs. Sampada, are you here?
Yes, Deepa.
Hi Sampada, hearty welcome to the session, Sampada. So Mr. Bhagwati, are you here?
Hi, good afternoon, Deepa. Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you for your pleasure presence here, and happy to see you here, and hearty welcome to the training session as well as the webinar session. All right, so the speakers are here, so let us just enter into the introduction part of Rajlaxmi Solutions Pvt Ltd, such that we can first understand what is this organization and what they do. There are many people who join every webinar of our organization, and there are some people who are new to this webinar come training session. So let us just introduce first. So basically we are into 4 different sectors, and on demand we have added couple of sectors in this pandemic scenario and the situation. All right, so what are the 4 different sectors? Basically we are into TallyPrime, Tally to ERP9 to TallyPrime. So that is an accounting business solution and software. And the next is we are into Bitrix CRM, a key for every business solution. It is a customer management relationship software. And the next is SAP Business One, a key for every business processing solutions and effortless, flawless movements of an organization for specifically large, small, and now it is considered to everywhere, large, small, medium, etc. And the next thing is Skill India, a government project which is specifically concerned for the children education, job opportunities. So we are into all these sectors, and I have to say what are the couple of sectors which has been added shortly. That is cloud backup. In this pandemic, there was a distracted situation that how to work, where to work when the offices are closed, when the situation is completely locked down, etc. So at this moment, on demand, we have introduced the cloud backup software. That is, you can work from anywhere and everywhere. You can create your own office premises as per your choice. That is cloud desktop or cloud backup. And the next thing is Acronis. Acronis is also related to a cloud backup software, but your data is completely secure and you have a very good privacy over there to secure your data and safeguard anywhere and everywhere and sit and work. So this is what we are basically into, and this is what we have added. So this is what Rajlaxmi is working on to softwares. So now let us see, I took the names of software. So now let us see what we do with all these softwares. Basically, we are into sales, we are into support, we are into customization, and we are into advisory services. Basically, let me just explain what is this advisory. Advisory is nothing but when you are into a distracted situation, or when the company, when the organization is interrupted due to any kind of scenario wherein they are looking out for a suggestion or they are looking out for a flawless movement again onto this distraction or interruption. So we just work as advisor there, and we help and support the customers, and we just give our suggestions and input to just give the flawless move again. So this is what advisory services is. Altogether, this is what we do, and these are the softwares with which we play around. So this is what we do, and as I said, we are working into a 24/7 working process as well as working hours also. So this is a complete 360-degree solution, I could say, wherein if you have any distraction, if you are in need of a software, if you are in need of a solution, if you're in need of your own customized sector, we are here to just support you and help you. Okay, now let us move to the topic because I think this topic is really a very demanded topic and people are waiting to know details onto this topic. So before going to the topic, let me give instructions regarding this webinar specifically. So this call is getting recorded and this call will be updated in the YouTube channel. So you can check out in the comment box. The links are already provided. So request you to click now itself and do subscribe our channel, because once we leave this call, we will not be able to see the messages of chat box. So request you to click on the link now itself and take the contact details now itself. If you have any doubts, if you have any questions, you can connect us at any time. We are here working 24/7 just to support you and help you and to give you the flexible and flawless move into your organization. And the next thing is, every week we provide one or the other offer onto specific products one by one. So request you to please connect us for that product also, and you can watch us in all the social media networks wherein you can know every movement of Rajlaxmi Solutions Pvt Ltd as well as the market, because we are working into multiple softwares. So as the market changes, as the software technology changes, as the market requires a new change, we are here just to support you. We are here to convert ourselves and adapt ourselves for the new technologies, and you can see all the movements of market as well as RSPL in our social media channels. And that's it from my end. So now it's the part of the presenter. So the presenters are having a very good research onto the topic. So now it's over to you, Mrs. Sampada. Are you here?
Yes, Deepa. I'm
Hi, Ms.
audible.
Sampada. Yeah, you are audible. And I have given the basic introduction. So now it's your part, Sampada. You are supposed to go in depth into the topic, wherein the spectators or the customers here will be eagerly waiting to see your presentation. So it's completely over to you. Give your introduction first, and then please proceed ahead with your presentation, Ms. Sampada.
Yes. Thank you, Deepa. Yes. Hello. Good afternoon. I'm Sampada from Rajlaxmi Solutions Pvt Ltd. So here is the Rajlaxmi family. Hello. Yes. Ramilaji, please update the screen. Yes. Yes. Here is the complete Rajlaxmi family. Yes. Next is. You might be aware, government has announced the effective from 1st October 2020, the e-invoicing going to be compulsory for certain categories of taxpayers. And today I am talk about the e-invoicing in TallyPrime. So we are covered in the 4 important parts. First is e-invoicing. Next slide, please. First is e-invoicing. What exactly e-invoice? Second, how to create, how to use, and their benefits. Yes, please next slide. So everyone, let's elaborate the first point. What exactly e-invoicing? E-invoice means electronic invoice that a taxpayer has to be generate and report to the GST system. The most vital aspect of e-invoice is that it will contain unique identifier, called as an invoice reference number, in short IRN. Yes, this IRN will assign to individual e-invoice by the invoice registration portal or the IRP. Yes, next slide please. So kindly attention here. The most important is the invoice for the taxpayers who having annual aggregate turnover more than 500 crores for the applicable for 1st October 2020, and the second is those taxpayers who have annual aggregate turnover more than 100 crores for applicable on 1st Jan 2021, and remaining all businesses for starting from 1st April 2021. Yes, here is the आप सब यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं कि फर्स्ट जो है आपको जो दिख रहा है वो ई इनवॉइसिंग डिटेल है. तो ये इनवॉइसिंग डिटेल जो है कम्प्लीटली टैली के थ्रू ही ये जनरेट होगा अपकमिंग। ये जो है सबके पास अभी एक क्वेश्चन होगा कि ये जो ई-इनवॉइसिंग जो है अभी डिफॉल्ट में होगा या कस्टमाइज होगा या इंटीग्रेटेड होगा या एनी अदर सॉफ्टवेयर होगा। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको मैं जस्ट अपडेट कर देती हूँ, आपको डिफॉल्ट टैली में अपकमिंग रिलीज 1.1 में ये मिलने जा रहा है। सबसे पहले जो स्टेप है वो है टैली प्राइम। फर्स्ट आपको माइग्रेशन और इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करना होगा और रिलीज जो है 1.1 अपडेट होना चाहिए और ई इनवॉइसिंग का कंप्लीट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन सबका वहाँ पे होना चाहिए। उसके बाद जो है जो सामने आपको दिख रहा है ये ई इनवॉइसिंग जो डिफॉल्ट टैली का फॉर्मेट है। जैसे आप देख सकते हैं सेलर डिटेल है, बायर डिटेल है, कंसाइनी डिटेल है, डिस्पैच डिटेल है, आइटम डिटेल्स है, इनवॉइस डिटेल है, एक्सपोर्ट डिटेल है, साथ साथ ई इनवॉइसिंग का भी डिटेल यहाँ पे दिख रहा है आपको। तो एज इट इज ये फॉर्मेट आपको डिफॉल्ट टैली में अपकमिंग आपको मिलने जा रहा है। यस, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। नेक्स्ट इज जनरेशन ऑफ ई इनवॉइसिंग। No need to worry about what invoice require in each invoice generation. The TallyPrime release 1.1 smartly identify the transactions and generate the invoice for you. This is the effortless and no change required in this process of generation invoice. As soon as you save the transaction, you can send the invoice to IRP for the registration and receive the QR code, acknowledgement code, and as per the IRN which can be printed on the invoice. Yes. Next is e-invoice plus e-way bill generation. No. Next is send bulk invoice and generation of e-invoicing. There could be scenario where the invoice can generate by the makers and the later verified by the checker. In such scenario, the checker will able to the send bulk invoice to generate e-invoice using. You can update in a exchange button from the top menu bar. You can either send the selective invoice or also the all invoices as a you required. Yes. Next is e-invoice and e-way bill also. Next slide, please. Next is e-invoice and e-way bill. There will be case where your invoice required the generations of e-invoice as well as e-invoice for the same transactions. For the same transaction screen without diverting from your transactions recording process. So you can update also sales invoice as well as e-way bill generations. Next slide, please. Next is offline JSON. Yes. In case of unavailability of internet service on your system, as well as TallyPrime release 1.1 will give you the flexibility to generate offline JSON. Even आपका अगर इंटरनेट अवेलेबल नहीं है तो आप ऑफलाइन भी JSON आप भर सकते हैं. Yes. Next is status of each invoice. Yes. Next is status of each invoice. Tracking the each invoice which required generate of invoice will not be easy. IRN register will help you know the status of each invoice and take appropriate actions. Next slide. Next is generate IRN for pending invoice. Like when the invoice are generated by makers and validated by checkers, the checkers can refer the pending invoice in the bucket. You will show the pending invoice button, so you can access also. You can show update also. Yes. Next slide, please. Next is update IRN. The IRN, if the user is using some other software for billing and tally for the accounting purpose, so in the backend they will be able to update the e-invoice detail in invoice using update IRN and from the pending invoice and for the generations of screen. Next is get IRN info. Next slide, please. Yes, next is IRN info. Get IRN info. When the invoice are rejected by the IRP and the user update the informations which with require the information post, so he can get IRN info for the fetch in IRN details. It can also the used by existing QR code in a deleted or any corrupted etc. सो यहाँ पे कोई भी पर्टिकुलर कोई इनवॉइस आपका रिजेक्टेड हो रहा है या कुछ अपडेट पेंडिंग है, तो आप यहाँ पे आपको पूरी की पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन यहाँ पे आपको मिल सकती है. नेक्स्ट इज IRN cancellation. Sorry, voucher modify after the RN register may be due to changes in the item. In case price instead of raising debit note, credit note. If the user modify the existing invoice, so you will able to the track the such voucher invoice via voucher change after the IRN registration and the take the action appropriate. Yes. Next is IRN cancellation. Yes. IRN cancellation is there could be the scenario where the invoice need to be cancelled due to various reasons like duplicate entry, data entry mistake, other cancellation, etc. So user can be cancel it in two ways. First way is IRN cancel on the portal and the need to be cancelled in the book. Second is IRN need to be the cancel from Tally and send it to IRP from the cancellations. Yes, so you can update as per the your changes. Yes. Next is invoice rejected by IRP. इफ अगर कोई इनवॉइस हमारा सामने IRP के थ्रू हमें रिटर्न मिल रहा है या कुछ मिस्टेक से वो इनकम्प्लीट है, तो वो रिटर्न आपको वो रिटर्न बॉक्स में आपको दिखेगा. तो वहाँ पे इफ इनवॉइस सेंड द IRP रजिस्ट्रेशंस ऑफ e-invoice, you get rejected to the incomplete invoice item detail like buyer detail, like place of supply, etc. In invoice, you will able to view such invoice in the rejected by invoice system in their bucket, and you can do changes as per the necessary. Yes. Next is delete store IRN info. Next is delete store IRN info. In some cases, customer insert a voucher which impact the following sales invoice which were already generated. The invoice was supposed to be B2C instead of B2B. अगर बाय मिस्टेकली अगर हमें ट्रांजेक्शन जब हम कर रहे हैं उस टाइम पे अगर कोई मिस्टेक से कुछ मिसमैच हो जाता है, तो इन केस आप वहाँ पे आपको रिटर्न जो पाएगा वहाँ पे आप अगर डिलीट भी होता है तो आप वो रिटर्न भी कर सकते हैं और अपडेट भी कर सकते हैं. यस, एंड एज इट इज आप नेक्स्ट जो है ट्रांजेक्शन आप फ्रेश एज पर द कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट है अलर्ट इन मल्टी यूजर एनवायरनमेंट. Yes, in case of multi-user environment, when the more than one user instead of attain the exchange with IRP for invoice, there can be potential conflict like independent set or overlapping the transaction or being the attempt the exchange. This will result is varied and conflict the outcome. Then Tally will give the alert to the share the latest update. There is a डिटेल टू द IRP पोर्टल. यस, तो अगर कोई आपका यहाँ पे मिस्टेक यूजर वाइज अगर मल्टी यूजर्स जो भी है, मल्टी यूजर जहाँ पे यूज हो रहा है, मल्टी यूजर एनवायरनमेंट में अगर कोई मिस्टेक से हो रहा है, तो यूजर वाइज आप वहाँ पे अपडेट कर सकते हैं. कोई ट्रांजेक्शन अपडेट मल्टीपल टाइम हो रहा है, डुप्लीकेट हो रहा है, तो वहाँ पे आप अपडेट कर सकते हैं. यस, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. यस, next is alert on accidentally actions during the sales invoice alterations process. If the user accidentally modify the invoice detail, it will give the alert related to the IRN format and QR code. अगर कोई पर्टिकुलर कोई सेल्स इनवॉइस आपका चेंजेस हो रहा है, कोई अल्टरेशंस हो रहा है, तो वहाँ पे आप बाद में भी आप अपडेट कर सकते हो. ठीक है. Yes, next is data exchange error. Next is data exchange error. While the generating e-invoicing, you may come across the errors during the data exchange as per the multiple system as involved in the data exchange. अगर आपका कोई पर्टिकुलर ई-इनवॉइसिंग की ड्यूरिंग अगर टैली में आप डिफॉल्ट टैली में आप ये सब प्रोसेस कर रहे हैं तो ड्यूरिंग अगर ई-इनवॉइसिंग में कोई भी आपको एरर फेस हो रहा है डेटा जब आप अपडेट कर रहे हो उस टाइम पे अगर कोई भी एरर आ रहा है तो वहाँ पे आप टैली सॉल्यूशंस के वेबसाइट जैसे कि पेज status.tallysolutions.com इस साइट पे जाके अपना पर्टिकुलर स्टेटस आप देख सकते हैं कि पर्टिकुलर ये किस चीज़ का एरर है और वहाँ पे आप रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं. Yes, that's it. This is from my side, and the live demo session will be covered in upcoming sessions after the launching release 1.1. Okay. Yes. Hello. Hello, Deepa.
Yeah.
Hi, Sampada. Yes, Sampada.
Yes.
Are you? I was on mute. I'm so sorry. I was on mute. So it's done. So Sampada, you have covered all the points, right?
Yes.
Okay, Sampada. So what I feel is let us join the other resource person also. So let him also give us inputs. Then let us just go for a conclusion as well as the question and answer session. So Mr. Bhagwati, are you here?
Yeah, Deepa. I'm
Hi, Mr. Bhagwati. Sorry, I think my call just went on to mute, so I couldn't respond immediately.
It's okay, no problem.
Take ahead onto the session. You can just give your inputs and let us see the question and answer session onto this. All right?
Yes.
Yes, it's over to you. Please take ahead.
Thank you, Deepa, and thank you, Sampada, and giving me this opportunity. I am Bhagwati Dhandaria from Rajlaxmi Solutions Pvt Ltd. And in the scenario of the government is changing, a lot of changes are there in the GST and compliances, all the things for the more and more transparency. So why e-invoicing is mandatory and why this is on the board? Actually, last 3.5 years, we've seen lot of the changes in the GST and lot of challenges customers are facing. In that scenario, transparency is not there. मैं थोड़ा सा इसमें आपको डिटेल बताऊंगा. I am not talking about the e-invoicing. First, I want to update you why e-invoicing is on board. Why government ने अभी लेके क्यों आया? Actually, आज मान लीजिए राजलक्ष्मी सॉल्यूशन ने एक इनवॉइस आपके ऊपर इरेज किया और यू हैव नॉट एनी ट्रांसपेरेंसी कि राजलक्ष्मी ने वो इनवॉइस अपलोड अपने रिटर्न्स में करेगा या नहीं करेगा. इफ दे आर नॉट अपडेटिंग ऑन द जीएसटी पोर्टल यू विल नॉट गेट बेनिफिट्स. इफ यू आर अ कस्टमर यू विल नॉट गेट द बेनिफिट ऑफ द इनपुट टैक्स. सो दिस इज अ बिग चैलेंज. दिस इज अ गैप बिटवीन सप्लायर एंड बायर. तो दिस इज ए पार्ट ऑफ द एक्चुअली जीएसटी का जो रोड मैप है उसका दिस इज ए पार्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स कि आप जितने भी इनवॉइस करोगे वो सभी इनवॉइस आपको पोर्टल पे डालने होंगे और वो इनवॉइस का इंफॉर्मेशन आपके जीएसटी के एक कोड आपको बार कोड लाइक दैट आपको इनवॉइस पे आएगा. वो एक जस्टिफाई करेगा कि दिस इनवॉइस इज ऑलरेडी वैलिडेटेड फ्रॉम द IRN IRP एंड नाउ यू आर सिक्योर कि आपका जीएसटी का इनपुट टैक्स तो मिलने ही जा रहा है क्योंकि जीएसटी का इनवॉइस वो पर्टिकुलर अपलोड हो गया. तो यू आर 100% सिक्योर. फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर इन द 18% टैक्स स्लैब. 5 लाख का अगर इनवॉइस आपने परचेज किया फ्रॉम राजलक्ष्मी सॉल्यूशंस, दैट इज ए 90,000 टैक्स. If 90,000 tax, if Rajlaxmi is not updating that invoice like supplier, you will not get the input set up. This is a net loss of your organization. But in this scenario, this is not happening. Because कि अभी क्या होगा कि जो भी सप्लायर है उसको अपलोड करना ही होगा. आफ्टर दैट वो जब अपलोड करेगा तो एक आपका कोड आपके इनवॉइस के ऊपर आ जाएगा. वो इनवॉइस आप अपनी फाइल में लगाओगे. यू कैन ऑल्सो चेक एंड दैट विल ऑटो पॉपुलेट इन योर इनपुट GST portal. So you can reconcile very easily and you can identify who is updating the invoice or not. So this is a overall thought process and scenario. Next is, why we are GSTN is implementing in bit of part like that. कि पहले उन्होंने लाया 500 crores, now they are in the 100 crores. From 1st January 2021, yes, 100 crore organization जो भी हैं जिन्होंने कनेक्शन रसीव किए हैं उनके कुछ एक पैरामीटर्स हैं. This is a mandatory for them. So now if you are using technology, you are on the software, so ultimately your software आपका update होना चाहिए. That's why Tally is there, and now TallyPrime in the picture. Now TallyPrime will communicate with the GSTN portal directly. Earlier क्या होता था? GSTR1 we are downloading the JSON file and we are uploading. Same way e-invoice, same way GSTR2 way reconciliation, same way 3D. Now Tally is syncing with the GSTN portal directly. अभी Tally के अंदर से आप invoice generate करो, direct you can upload, and आप एक साथ पूरे invoice generate करने के बाद आप एक साथ भी upload कर सकते हो, approval basis भी लगा सकते हो. और इनवॉइस का जो नॉर्म्स है, पैरामीटर्स है कि विद इन अ सेकेंड डे, फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर जनरेटिंग इनवॉइस टुडे, तो यू हैव टू अपलोड बाय टुमारो मिडनाइट लाइक 12 o'clock. ओके, सो ऑल पैरामीटर्स यू कैन मेंटेन. एंड देयर इज अ मल्टीपल सिनेरियोज कि अब इस सिनेरियोज क्या हो रहा है कि अब केस टू केस कि आपने इनवॉइस जनरेट तो कर दिया, बाय मिस्टेक कुछ मिस्टेक हो गई, आपने इनवॉइस तो जनरेट कर दिया, उसमें कुछ चेंजेस करने हैं, तो ऑल द सिनेरियो आपके टैली में यू कैन कवर. तो ऑल दिस फैसिलिटीज एंड ऑल द सिनेरियो इज अवेलेबल इन द TallyPrime itself. So if you are 100 crore companies, you have need definitely that mandatory you can use that e-invoicing. So I am suggesting कि आप लोग अपने TallyPrime को immediate update कीजिए. You can contact with us directly, and you can contact with your account manager. They are working with you from Rajlaxmi, and you can contact our support center. And major you subscribe our YouTube channel. वहाँ पर आपको सब कुछ अपडेट मिलते रहते हैं. तो कोई टाइम अगर आपका फोन पिक नहीं हो रहा है, बिजी आ रहा है, तो आपका काम स्टॉप नहीं होगा. You can go through our YouTube videos, you get the benefits, you can work without any distractions. So दिस इज ओवरऑल सिनेरियो ऑफ द e-invoicing. और इससे रिलेटेड अगर कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट विथ अस डायरेक्टली. नंबर इज देयर, यू कैन शेयर योर मेल्स, एंड डेफिनेटली यू सब्सक्राइब यूट्यूब चैनल, so you get the benefits of the all upcoming webinar or informations regarding in e-invoicing, regarding our upcoming subject matters, right? So thank you very much. Thank you everyone. Thank you Deepa. Yeah, you can hello. Now we have a questions like they want to help you want to help, like I want to help Tally operating function. Yes sir, you can contact on our numbers, and definitely we will do one-to-one. We will understand your scenario and we will help you out one-to-one, and we will arrange the account manager for your training and purpose. Same way I got the questions. Can you someone telling sorry I am not understand. No problem sir, you can call on our number. We can discuss each other, and we definitely can give you solutions. Someone is putting arrange the visit. Yeah, definitely sir, we can visit your office and or your premises, and we can do. And Mr. Sanjay, yes, multi-currency options. Yes, multi-currency option is available in the TallyPrime. You can contact with us, and definitely we will give you solutions. Yeah. Anybody have any questions? Please contact us. Pricing of the Tally multi-user and single user. Yeah, Mr. Jitu, you can contact with our support center. You can contact with me directly. I am putting my numbers, and we can discuss on the Tally like multi-user and single user pricing. That is not any concern. Any other questions? Yeah. Hi, Deepa. Yeah, I think question is over, so you can proceed now. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, Deepa is not there. So, Mr. RPC Enterprises is hand raised. Please check, sir.
Yeah, DSC is not mandatory, sir. Mr. Sanjay, DSC is not mandatory. Okay. And some Mr. Vivo. Okay. I not understand yet. Sir, you can contact with us directly. We will discuss on that. Because I am not clear क्या आप नहीं समझ पाए, so definitely you contact directly with us and we can give you answer and proper your questions. If you have any questions, you can put on the chat board. Yeah. And Mr. RPC Enterprise, sir, please put your questions in the chat board. And if you have any queries you want to discuss, you can call me directly. No problem, sir. So, Sampada, I think questions, yeah. Mr. Prasad, if we have our own software, can you help in import data in TallyPrime? Yes, sir. Yeah, we can integrate your own software with the TallyPrime. That is possible. So you can contact with us directly. So we will discuss on the scenario and we will give you solutions. No problem, sir. Yes, sir. Anybody have any questions? Yeah. So, Sampada, I think question is over. So now this is a time of the Mr. Jitu Shah. Yeah, please. Can we make a quotation and perform in the Tally? Yeah, you can make a quotation and perform in the Tally. This is possible through the customization. Yeah, Mr. Jitu, it's possible through the customizations. And you can also generate a performa invoice throughout the optional voucher also. There is multiple options we can implement in your scenario base. Okay. And people, please. Anybody have any questions? Please put the chat box. Okay. So thank you, Ms. Samita. Now this is over. Now this is the time of the wind up the sessions. So thank you, Sampadat. It's a nice presentation, and thank you very much. Thank you, audience. And you can contact with us anytime and anytime, 24/7. We are available for your support and solutions. You can contact with our support center. You can contact with our, accounts manager. They are helping you out always, and you can contact with me directly because my number is also available over there. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining the session. Thank you, sir.